Hey, it's Gamerboy YT6922 and welcome to the live stream. Smiling face with sunglasses. Yo. Yo Cyber Crusher, what is up? Nothing much. Is Gimme muted?
Oh my god. Have I been muted that whole time?
Places, Roful, how's it going?
That's, hey, it's Gimme. And we've literally been muted for like 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's embarrassing. I was wondering why nobody was talking to me in the chat.
How long has the live been going?
Like half an hour. Like, no joke.
How's it going? 19.
The OK individual. How you doing?
Hey, it's a individual, and welcome to the
Happy
live stream.
Treason Day.
Smiling face with sunglasses.
Yeah, it's the 4th of July, which is American Independence Day.
Holy crap.
Yeah, thanks, Cyber Crusher. I would have never figured that out if you didn't say something. Man, I just said so much, too. Like, it's Independence Day, right? But, like, we all know this isn't the actual day. Like, there isn't, like, an actual, like, day where they can be like, yep,
Happy
this
4th of
is...
July. Time and a half is coming in club.
This is Independence Day. Because think about it, like, back in the day, they couldn't just call up Britain and be like, hey, we lost the war. You know? So, I mean, becoming independent from a country is an entire process, you know, untangling your economies and all this other stuff. It didn't just happen in one day. So, Independence Day is a little misleading. And like I was saying, some guy had to sail on a ship across the entire ocean before they even knew they lost.
This is the third time in a row where the 4th of July rained where I live.
Geez. Where do you live, Seattle? Ohio, maybe
Here
Ohio.
well.
So yeah, just because we celebrate on a certain day doesn't mean it's
no grinning face with sweat.
Like an actual thing that happened that particular day. So the 4th is just kind of in the middle of this whole process of becoming independent from Great Britain. The day is pretty arbitrary. They were just like, yeah, that's somewhere in the middle. Let's choose that one. But it is so hot here in Atlanta. It's 95. Oh no, it's starting to cool off. It's 93. And I'm used to the heat. I'm a chef. It's like 110 behind my wok all day long. But the humidity is also like as high as the temperature. So,
It's 89 here.
but I'll never complain that it's too
I
hot.
think the sun is getting closer to the sun, rolling on the floor laughing.
Being too cold is definitely way worse than being too hot. If you're too hot, you sweat a little bit. Maybe you get thirsty. But when you're too cold, it like cripples your body, like shaking uncontrollably. All your muscles like tense up. Like it's just so much harder to deal with being too cold. And people say, "Oh, just put on more clothes." Well, that's not always an option. And you know what? When I'm wearing 4 goddamn coats, it's just as uncomfortable. Like I'm making myself more uncomfortable to ease another discomfort. Yeah, it's not a net gain. I don't know. I really don't like being cold. In fact, I got the windows are open right now.
If you also have a YouTube, you can shout out your channel here. No banhammer if you do, we promise.
So
Relieved face.
I did this to the bottom of the mushroom and I didn't like it. I decided to extend the sides of the mushroom down. Because if you look at the Minecraft mushrooms, they got longer sides on them. And our cap was looking a little flat. And I'm hoping this, by bringing this outside lip down, it'll accentuate that inside curve a little better. And I think I got the right shape. I just think I used the wrong colors. Because I really don't like how the inside of this cap is looking. I'm hoping there's something I can put over top of that sparkly wool to kind of mute those colors a little bit. But we'll have to see what'll render from the ground. Because anything we put on top of there isn't going to be a full block, which means it probably won't render from way down there. Say, it's a long way around this thing. It's a big mushroom for sure. I was thinking of changing the name of this server to like Shroomcraft or something like that. Fungi Craft.
My Microsoft account got hacked or something, because I can't get back into it and I'm not very happy about it. Disappointed face.
You know what? I've been having problems with my Microsoft account on my phone. Like for some reason I can't get into Minecraft on my phone. So yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. it's like they did something where I had to like log back in or something, and then it was like, oh, that's not your password or something, and then it's like, okay, now you gotta jump through all these hoops, and that's usually where I give up. And I'm just like, oh, I'll go play on something else. It's fine.
I just full on quit Minecraft because of it.
Yeah, that happens quite frequently. Like, I remember when they were migrating everybody onto these Microsoft accounts from Mojang accounts, and they just totally ruined Minecraft for so many people. Okay, I think we made it back around. Should I bring it down one more block and then just go in one block?
Hit the like button to show your support. Red heart smiling face with hearts.
Wow, look at how janky that is. Okay, well it's not smooth, but it's the right shape. I think we did a good job so far.
Tackleman likes tacos.
Yeah, I think we're going down one more. Oh man. You know, my fridge hasn't been this full in a long time. I've been having some health problems recently, and I think a lot of it is I don't eat enough food. So I'm gonna force myself to eat a lot more. We'll see
Oh
if that
no.
helps. I mean, most of it's just being poor, you know. Tacos cost money. But I found some cheap ways to supplement my diet, like a loaf of bread and some peanut butter and jelly, you know.
I've actually lost a lot of weight recently.
Can squeeze one of those in on the side anywhere. Especially if you're like really blazed, peanut butter and jelly on some toast.
I feel you on the food department. Bought a bag of 100 chicken nuggets for $11.
That's a deal. Yeah, that's not too bad. Depending on, you know, what brand chicken nuggets they are. I bet you get like Kroger brand for like $7.99. But I did splurge the other day. I went to Chick-fil-A and spent like $14 on myself. The frosted coffees, man. Those things are good. Yeah, I was thinking about setting up like a whole fireworks display and everything here on Minecraft, but yeah, I didn't think a lot of people were gonna show up, so decided just to keep working on this and we got some chuggy wuggies and we'll go until the fireworks start. Yeah, but that was crazy. What was it? Last 4th of July? So that was the last year was the first year I was living here. And I didn't know I was going to be able to see a full-on fireworks display right from my window. I was in the middle of a live stream and then all of a sudden like tons of shit just starts exploding right outside my window. And I'm just like, what the hell is that? And then I managed to drag the PlayStation over to the window so we could watch the fireworks. That was fun. But now I know I should be able to see pretty well just from sitting on my bed. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to go out again. Because the thing is, I've been feeling like super weak lately. Like, I just don't have any energy. And it's been pretty tough at work because, it just seems like it's been taking a lot of effort to get my body to move. And Mrs. Gimme thinks it's malnutrition. I seem to agree. I've been losing way too much weight. Back when Mrs. Gimme and I were dating in high school, I weighed over 200 pounds. I was like 220. And now I'm probably like 120. Yeah, I feel like I'm way too skinny, but then like I'll look down and see my forearms like just bulging veins like a
And you're ancient.
like a bodybuilder. If you look just at my arms, you would think I lift weights. So I've got these massive forearms from like flipping the wok. Seriously, my forearms are probably almost bigger around than my biceps. I think they're about the same size. But the thing is my biceps are pretty big. And then my arm is just goes straight, you know? I'm almost like Popeye.
I also agree with you that when I started losing weight, my energy levels were decreasing.
Yeah, it's to the point where I feel like I'm cold-blooded. Like I have to lay in the sun to like regulate my body temperature.
Your body is not used to it.
Okay, I think that was a good idea. I think we need to finish this off, though. I think if we just go in one more on the bottom, or maybe even, like, bring it in one like this, to kind of get that curl under. Maybe not, we'll see. Oh, this is tricky. Maybe it's the texture pack that's throwing me off. Because the all the wool uh, add-on doesn't have upgraded textures. And that's probably why the underside of my mushroom isn't looking right to me. So I used blocks with no texture on them. So that's what I was saying. We need to see if we can put something on top of it, like maybe trapdoors or hanging roots, and see how far down we can see that. And that'll mute those colors by breaking it up into a pattern. Because I think the colors do actually work, just needs some kind of texture to it. Because, I mean, it's obvious what I was trying to do. I was trying to gradate the colors from dark to light while trying to curve it upwards towards the stem. And for the most part, it seemed like it was working out. But then when you get down on the ground, it looks kind of like a fried egg, and I'm just like, damn it. The white's too white, the yellows are too yellow. Needed more of a gradient of like tan and brown. But I wanted to take care of the sides of the mushroom here first, because I think adjusting this will help the underside look a little better. It'll give it a little more depth. So earlier this morning, I took a bunch of painkillers. Like, I was feeling like I was hit by a bus. But
What
it
is awesome is that my work
didn't
gave us
feel
all
like it
rocket
did
bots.
anything. I was like, what? Why didn't this work? The thing is when you're in pain and you take painkillers, you don't feel pain. It's only when
Hi
you're not
there.
in pain that you get a buzz. Hey, look who it is. It's Michelle. Good to see you. Hope you're having a happy 4th of July. Hope you got a barbecue and some fireworks going on.
Mashiel smiling face with hearts. Stormy here lots got cancelled.
Oh, it's storming there. That sucks.
Happy 4th of July rocket rocket rocket.
Yes, rocket, rocket, rocket. I like to blow stuff up. So at my job, speaking of blowing things up, at my job we have this giant vat of chemicals. And we use it to soak things that are really, really greasy, like the hood vent filters and stuff. We throw them in there for like 12 hours. Everything washes right off of it. It's a giant vat of potassium hydroxide. And potassium hydroxide is the main active ingredient in pretty much every soap that you buy. Uh, but it's really good at breaking down protein chains, especially really long ones. So when you have some concentrated potassium hydroxide, it can
Hit the
break
like button
down
to show your support.
super
Like
long
art
protein
smiling face
chains
with
like
hearts.
glycols. So if you take some like, I don't know, some brake fluid, what is that, ethylene glycol, and mix it with the potassium hydroxide, it becomes exothermic, which means it makes a lot of heat. And eventually, given a long enough protein chain, it catches on fire. But the cool thing is that it makes green fire. It doesn't make like red or orange fire.
If you
Yeah, it
also have
makes
a
really,
YouTube, you
really
can shout
green
out your
fire.
channel here. No banhammer if you do, we promise.
Almost like
Brilliant
burning some
face.
copper.
Boom.
So anyways, the potassium hydroxide we have at work isn't in anywhere near the concentrations you need to create an exothermic reaction, but
TTW, my
I'm
new
pretty sure
computer
there
is
would be
having
a way
trouble connecting with
to
my Wi-Fi. I keep disconnecting
either
from it through Lauren's
dehydrate it,
pensive
distill
face.
it, concentrate it down. Could make for some fun science experiments. Hmm. Keeps disconnecting from the route. You know, at one point in my life, I wouldn't know exactly what to do about that. But I got out of IT. I don't and stopped owning computers. Like, the more I learned about technology, the less I wanted to have like smart TVs and computers and oh my gosh, did we finally make it all the way around? Okay, yeah, that's working out better. You know, it looks way better on stream than it does on my TV. Yeah, it's when we get way down here, like when you're directly underneath this thing, that's when it starts looking kind of funny. Now you see why we need some kind of like texture on the bottom there to kind of pull it all together.
I have to make sure my son doesn't burn the deck down at the motel. He'll check in later.
Alright, don't burn it down, homie. Oh my god, what is this? Why do people keep doing this? Why are you building things that spawn? Why not build this stuff at like your base? What is that even?
Oh boy, rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, we'll take care of that later. Okay, it's a long trip up to the top. Alright, here we go. So my first idea was the hanging roots. I did this on the mushrooms at the bottom there, and I thought it looked pretty good. I just don't know how far away these will render in. So let's just fill in a section, and we'll go take a look. I don't know how much to put on here. Alright, I think that's enough for our first test, right? And then we just go down here. And it just looks like little dots. I mean, it does. Hey, hell yeah. Get a hell yeah in the chat. I remember my ex used to do that quite a bit. Hell yeah. She was a big Jenna Marbles fan back in the day. Okay, so the worst part is now we gotta take these off of here. Okay, this isn't gonna be that bad. So we may try some trap doors. So you know, the underside of the mushroom has the gills, those ridges that radiate from the center, but if we can do like a grid, I think that would look just as good. Oh yeah, I wanted to try birch fence posts. I think lots of tats recommended that to get that underneath the mushroom texture. Uh,
Later Tater's face blowing a kiss.
Alright, homie, thanks for stopping in, and we'll see ya when we see ya. Honestly, that would have been a pain in the butt to try and fill all that up with those hanging roots. See, I think the biggest problem with this is I'm not sure how far these are gonna render in at. But I mean, if the frickin' hanging roots rendered in down there, we might have a chance at this working. And this is by far way easier to set up. Okay. And yeah, it just puts like a grid pattern on it. But I think that might be enough to give it that mushroom kind of feel. Trying to get the straight ridges radiating out from the center would be like trying to make a diagonal line. Yeah, I don't. Trying to slice this thing up like a pizza would be like way too difficult. Okay, so fence posts, definitely a good competitor right now. Let's see, in the daytime. That might be what we need. But do iron bars look better? Or will we be able to tell a difference? These little experiments are very important. Because if it doesn't look good and you've got to take down a ton of it, it's a pain in the butt. Yeah, the iron bars are slightly lighter. They're not as dark. Still not
Hello.
100% decided. Who do we got there? Color Visor. Welcome to the Gimme Gang. Hope you're having a wonderful 4th of July. Hope you got some barbecue and some fireworks. Okay, so I think the iron bars have got the vote so far. I think we can get rid of these two. This could be interesting as well. What about... Are these directional or are they always gonna face that way? They are directional. Hmm. But it would just look gray from... Well, I don't know, maybe iron trapdoors. If we can line them up just right. Maybe a combination of both. Let me try a few things. Oh yeah, the iron bar is such a pain in the butt. There we go. Alright, so... we would want them to be facing inwards like this. And then at some point we're gonna have to turn and go the other way. Alright, you might see where I'm going with this. Since it would be too hard to make these straight lines, we'll just use the straight lines on the trapdoors. It's gonna get a little tough in some places, I imagine, but if I just keep going around like this, and just give my best guess.
I'm the only one here.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting a lot of people today. Once we get this done and we get the server up and running, I'm sure all the homies, and once it's not a holiday, I'm sure all the homies will be back. I mean, Mrs. Gimme isn't even here, so... just one of those days, you know?
Oh, two more people joined the kill.
Yeah, this is gonna be a nightmare placing all these, I can tell already. And go down there, and then this is where it switches. So now we gotta turn this way. Okay. Actually, this doesn't seem like it's gonna be that bad.
Ooh,
Okay, then we turn this way. Bloop! Hey, it's a Fuldrin. How you doing, homie? Happy 4th of July.
happy 4th, Gimme Gang.
Yeah. Got some chuggy wuggies. Got some kush. Even got some snacks. I'm all set. We're just waiting for the fireworks to start popping off. Yeah, I should be able to see all the fireworks from my window here. I won't
Happy
even need to
4th
go
out there,
outside.
sparking up more than fireworks. Be sure to stay safe out there, folks.
Yeah, it's sparking up more than fireworks for sure. And definitely stay safe out there. My little brother got a ton of fireworks. In fact, he got a bunch of them that were called barely legal because they
If
got
you
the
also have a
maximum
YouTube,
amount
we
of
can shout out
gunpowder in
your
them.
channel here. No banhammer if you do, we promise. Relieved face.
Yeah, knowing when to change direction is going to be the toughest part of this.
Got me some honeydew moon rocks.
Hey, that sounds delicious. I've got this Kush and it's just called Mac. That's all that's on the bag. It just says Mac. But it's pretty tasty. Okay, yeah, we're going on top of those, on top of these ones. There we go. Now I can keep track of which
Yet
way we're
Michigan has
going.
Mac number 1.
Is that right? I've never heard of Mac, but I was pretty happy with it. Thing is at the dispensary, I guess you would
Macking off a
say,
short math.
there's a lot of different brands out there right now, and a lot of them are real incensey, have a lot of artificial flavors and stuff. But this brand that I'm getting, yeah, it's real dank, real gassy. No like artificial fruit flavors added.
I like the organic stuff myself.
Yeah, especially when you get the pre-rolls. You're like, man, they put something on this to make it taste like tutti fruity. This isn't the bud.
We have a cold brand from my town called La Haze.
La Haze. That sounds good. Oh, this is gonna take ages. Ages. I think that's what we need to do though to the bottom. Because that's gonna wash out those colors and kind of pull it all together. Let's see. If I can section this off, it might be a little bit easier. Like if we do a diagonal from the corners where we switch direction, that would probably help out. Okay. And right here, I think. Yeah, that'll work. At the distances we're working at, I don't think it's gonna matter if it's what direction it's really facing. And I can't just hold down the button and spam them because it starts trying to open up the doors. Yeah. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong direction with these. Fuck. Okay, there we go. Because now I don't have to think about what direction they're facing. I can just, now it's just spam them down. And at least they're iron trapdoors, so when I misclick, it's not like opening up trapdoors and I have to go like close it again or anything. Placing them's a pain in the butt though. Like I said, you can't just hold down the button like you would with other blocks because it keeps trying to open the doors, see? You gotta give it one shake to try and open. Okay, here we go. Nope. I think it was faster, just skill. Yeah, I know, it's excruciating. But we need a bigger section so that we can see how this is gonna look. Oh, if we have to take down all these trapdoors, that's gonna... I think we'll just use a fill command if we have to take these down. I mean, I could use a fill command to place all these, but they're directional, so I'm pretty sure you could do a facing command as well. Oh, I hope this looks good. If this ruins the whole thing, I'm gonna be sad. I just wish I could place these down a lot faster. My poor little wrist is already worn out. I mean, hey, by Wednesday I had already worked 40 hours, so get all my hours in like 3 days. Yeah, where the color transitions is another spot. I'm not sure what that's gonna look like. See, can't tell if we're gonna see that color transition through the trap doors. Yeah, well, just keep going and find out, I guess, right? And yeah, I mean, the underside of a mushroom isn't the most colorful part. Usually it is just gray or brown or white. Yeah, if these were a little more white color, I think they would be a lot better, but pretty sure these are the whitest trapdoors we get. I like this song. I think it's cute. You ever just accidentally fall in love with somebody? Yeah, it kind of happens to me more than I'd like to admit. Starting to get tired again, though. Man, see, that's the problem. Like, the day after I work, I spend like so much time sleeping. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of my life just laying in bed because I don't have enough energy to get up and do stuff. That's our diagonal. Alright, this will give us an idea of how it'll look when the color transitions. If I can get... Ah, I'm looking straight up, which is the problem. Okay, there we go. Yeah, holding down the button and going slow might be the move. Still doesn't work though 100% of the time. And yeah, I'm placing them all down in a straight line and everything. Maybe just holding down the button and just scribbling it all in there. Maybe that's the best technique. Like, nah, I don't think so. Yeah, I think this is way more efficient. But the whole idea of what I'm doing here is trying to bring down the contrast between all the colors, because that white was way too white. Those yellows are way too yellow. And I'm hoping this will bring it all more towards the same color. Might break out some snacks. I mean, why not? Ain't nobody watching. Yeah, can you believe at one time we had, 16,000 views on a video? Now look at us. Pretty lame. Maybe we should get back to the basics. Like, what was I doing that was getting us so much attention? I think it was my tutorials. Maybe we'll start recording gameplay and doing less live streams. Yeah.
Hey Gimme.
Hey,
Hey, it's
it's a
Gabby with autism, and welcome
Gabby.
to the live stream. Smiling face with sunglasses.
Happy 4th of
Happy July the
July.
4th.
Yes, indeed. How you doing? So after putting all these trapdoors on there, I realize it totally just covers up all the color. It's like you can kind of see. I'm not decided yet. Oh, from an angle, it's way better. You know what? I'm just gonna keep going with it. I think it's got the right texture. It's not a dramatic color, so it should all blend together nicely. Man, I wish I had a barbecue. I wish I was at a barbecue. I'm craving like hot dogs and hamburgers, but I mean, I got some barbecue ribs, so I know that should be like, I should be more excited about that than, but it's been so long since I had like hamburgers and hot dogs off the grill. And it's not the same as like a McDonald's hamburger or even
If you
Five
also
Guys.
have a YouTube, you can shout out your channel here. No ban hammer if you do, we promise. Relieved face.
But yeah, I guess we should start recording gameplay more instead of live streaming, building this whole thing. I could just do like a time lapse montage or something, and that would probably get a lot more views. I don't know, it seems like I used to just vibe on the stream by myself forever and it wasn't an issue. Now I sit here by myself for an hour and I'm like, do we really want to be doing this? I don't know. I'm seriously going to reconsider all of my life choices and we'll see what we do with the YouTube channel because it's feeling like it's pretty much dead at this point. Not gonna lie to you guys. You know what? I want to play some Fallout. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Alright guys, well, thanks to the 3 people that tuned in today. I really appreciate it. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure to hit a like and a subscribe, and as always, I'll see ya when I see ya. Later, taters.